GGO General, as featured on the Empire Fear album on the track Ronin. Let's see what Scripture has to say. We had him on before, but we're going to cover all that. Everything that we covered
Yo,
last
yo,
time. What up, brah?
what it is, Wings Up.
How's it
What up,
going,
Scripture?
bro?
How's it going, man?
What's going on?
Yo, if you
Good,
could
man.
just
You can hear me this time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yo, if you're listening to the show Scripture, can you just mute it on your side? Just pause it or mute it.
Yep, no doubt.
Just so you know what I'm saying. As much as I love Gaz's voice, I don't want to hear him twice.
Starting already, are we? Blue coat.
Yeah, of course. That's what we do.
My man gets no break, right? What's good?
Nah, he gets no break. No break. He's a British Benedict Arnold trader. Just do this interview like it's just me and you, and he's not even here.
just because you've got your gun rally coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Gray State's gonna be at my gun rally, bitch. So that shows you how epic it is. I didn't even know that. I just found that out the other day. Scripture, if you're around on the 19th, you gotta come up to the Lexington Green where the Revolutionary War started, and apparently the Gray State crew is gonna be there. So
Yeah, let's pop off, man. Definitely.
I don't know what they're up to, but yeah, anybody who wants to catch me in Eloquence and a couple other homies will be there on the 19th. Anyway, we got Scripture in the house, GGO, Wings Up, all day. Shout out to Razah. We played the Petrified shit earlier. I think Scripture was tuning in, so he probably heard we played that shit.
Yeah, definitely did, man. You brought it back for a minute.
Which, I'm glad I played it, because we talked about it for like 45 minutes last time. We didn't even play it, so everybody was like, what's this really awesome song they keep talking about? I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should just play that shit this time, that way we don't have to explain it for fucking another 45 minutes and shit.
I know, there it is, right?
Yeah, so that
back, man. That was the Game Over LP like we spoke of before, and the other MC on there, Beyond Existence. At the time, we was Dark City.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, good to bring that back. I hadn't heard that for a while too, so that was pretty good.
So here's a question, kind of picking up where I left off before with the Dark City questions. How many joints did y'all do as Dark City? Because I remember y'all told me you did the joint with what, KRS and Shan.
Yeah, we had the Atlanta and the Atlanta Fire produced by Domingo, and that had MC Shan, KRS-One, Raz Kaz, the Godsons, FT, Phil X, Bamboo, us, as Dark City. And then we had some other joints under the Sins of Reality moniker at that time. We had a couple joints there. We had like 2 joints there on that same LP up behind the doors of the 13th floor. And then Dark City arrived when, we reinvented ourselves. We came out with the Dark City thing on the Game Over. And that's when we came with Petrified, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So tell them the Petrified story, how it came about. Domingo saw you rhyming on the radio, was it? And he got at you?
Yeah. Right before all that took off, there was a radio show with a DJ that Domingo and I knew at the time. And Domingo and I didn't know each other, but Domingo knew, obviously, this mutual DJ that knew me, knew Domingo. So he had Domingo come up to the show, and I come up there with like 7 other MCs, and we get in there, we throwing the instrumentals on, and we going in, and Domingo tells my man, like, yo, it's the kid right there. And my man is breaking it down to him, what have you. So after the show is over, Domingo and I go out into the hallway, we break bread, we do the whole thing. And he tells me about these up and coming projects that's popping off. So I'm like, at first I'm skeptical. I'm like, I kind of heard all this, but if it's official, let's do it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I was living in Connecticut at the time. I had just come back from New York, and I went out to one of the studio sessions, and it was on, man. I mean, it was like some real shit. Domingo was there doing his thing on the MPC and this, that, so on, and it
Mm-hmm.
just started from right there, and that's how me and Domingo popped it off, man. And that was, a while back. I'm not going to date myself, but it was a while back.
It's all good, man. Anybody who listens to any of these Planet X shows and the shows that we did before knows that I basically don't play anything post 2002. So I don't really think anyone would be surprised as far as the shit that I listen to.
Yeah.
So tell them about Petrified. When you and Beyond originally laid it down, you laid it down on a different beat that ended up on Fat Joe's Don Cartagena.
Yeah, we when Domingo first gave us the track, it was that, what is now the Don Cartagena joint with, Puffy in the background, doing his little thing or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess in regards to the sample clearing and, the rights to the actual sample that was used, we couldn't even do it the way Petrified was originally produced and laid down. So Domingo called us back to the studio and he's like, yo, I want y'all to hear this, the original way it was done. And we was like, all right, yeah, that's what it is. That's official. He was like, but we got to switch it to this. So I'm like, oh shit, all right. So let's see what we could do. Even though the vocals got lifted to the new track, which was good, me and Beyond was like, hold up, man. We want to do it again. We want to get that feel off this track right now. And we go in the studio. I remember it was like 11 o'clock, a Saturday night. We out in Queens. Man, we went in the booth at like 11 o'clock, 11:20. We was done. We went
Hell yeah.
in. We went in.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So the reason why we're going into like so depth into this track, we talked about it on another show, but it didn't get recorded. So if you didn't hear it live, you pretty much probably didn't hear what we were talking about. But Petrified, for the most part, was like Scripture's first freshman appearance on a like official pressed album, and that album was the
Yeah,
Domingo Game Over compilation. So,
exactly.
which is crazy when I heard about it being recorded on the other beat, because of someone that's heard that song thousands of times. I was like, oh shit, it just, I never imagined it to be that way when Scripture told me that, because it sounded so natural on the beat that was on the
Right.
LP. So you never heard like, oh shit, these dudes rhymed to another track. Like that totally throws off your whole picture of the idea of the song that you have in your head. Most songs you just think of like, you hear a joint on an album and you're like, oh, that was always the beat. You know what I mean? And you don't think it was ever on anything else.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It
And
was crazy. It was ill though.
so you said it was a legendary, epic New York studio because it was right around the corner from the Goodfellas scene, with the Shoeshine Boy scene, where the dude got his face stomped in.
Yep, exactly. The studio is actually like, in terms of like being the next door neighbor, it's probably like two doors down, with the little bar being right on the corner. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I gotta go to that bar now. That's too fucking awesome. Me being a fucking
Yeah, it's
Sicilian
crazy.
mafia fanboy, I have to fucking go there. That's just epic. Fucking
Yeah,
So if you got over the Julius Caesar phase at the moment, be excellent.
No, it's all the same thing, because the Sicilian mafia hierarchy is structured on the Roman Empire, so it's all one and the same. Your ancient Rome fanboyism can seamlessly carry over to your modern day Sicilian mafioso fanboy. Why are you asking me this, guys? This has nothing to do with the Scripture interview.
I just thought I'd pop off a little jab at you.
I see it. It's to make up for earlier. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah. It makes sense.
yeah.
Fucking. So Scripture, did you?
Quiet.
One of the questions we had for like you and Razah, but I'm just gonna ask you because you're here, and I know the answer to it. You heard the Psychic World of Walter Reed yet? The new Killer Priest.
Yeah.
And what did you think of it?
Oh man, I tell you, it's vintage priest number one, vintage
Yep.
priest,
Yep.
and I mean, the brother has not lost a step. You know what I mean? I just meditated on it top to bottom, man, and the priest is, he is what he is, man. The dude
Yeah.
is just bringing such an intelligence, man, to the music game, man. Intelligence that's much needed. Obviously, we don't hear anymore. Whether it
Mhm.
is like the priests, the Razors, the Tempo Kings, or what have you, and other people that kind of are in that realm of how they want to do it. But yeah,
Mhm.
Priest, he definitely went in on this, man. And he gave us a lot of
After a couple
joints
tracks.
to really
Yep.
listen to, man, and really
Yeah.
sit back and just appreciate some hip hop music, man.
Yeah, the detail is crazy. I'm always texting scripture bars from that shit. Like what did he say? I don't do yoga, but I can stretch your imagination. That shit was fucking sick, dude. He's a
Yeah,
fucking beast.
right.
But
It's crazy.
yeah, people are saying it's one of his best albums yet. So what do you think? You think it's right up there with his best shit, or?
Um, yeah, I gotta agree with that, man, because
Yeah, I do
not
too.
only does it give you some up to date type of priest material, but he on a lot of certain joints he brings you back to that heavy mental feel.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he gave you a lot of that. So, for people that are not familiar with the heavy metal, go get the heavy metal. And you know
Yeah.
exactly what we're all talking about right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking yeah, dude, that shit is sick, and the production is classic vintage woo, just like Scripture was saying, man. RZA's on there, Fourth is still on there, and now it's amazing. Just like a lot of these dudes don't really stick to the same production throughout their newer albums and shit like that. But like people like Priest and Razah, you know what I mean? They're always still doing shit with Fourth and sometimes RZA and other people too that Raze and Domingo got that shit coming out that they're doing, and that's fucking tight. So it's nice to
Yep.
see that these guys sticking with the original producers, the New York producers and whatnot to keep that sound intact.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Um,
I think that 90s boom bap, man. I think we're about to get a return, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, especially with that Razor Priest album. I'm waiting to hear that.
Oh my goodness. I
you
know.
know,
I'm
they're
man, I'm
monsters.
for that.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that, man. Fucking. What, this is just kind of going along with the same shit, but, what are some of your favorite albums out? It could be new or whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be new.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go with that Psychic World.
Yep.
Um
Psychic World of Walter Reed. Everybody get that shit on iTunes, and I think it's on Priest's site, which I don't know if it's killapriest.com. He keeps changing it.
Yep, that living after death, man, like that
Yeah.
triumphant return of my brother Heaven Razor, Hell Razor.
Yep. Yep.
Um, oh
And that's
my
an
goodness,
iTunes
lyrically, you gotta
exclusive.
hear some
That
of that lyrically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an iTunes
And
exclusive too, so everybody go get that.
yeah, and what else is out there? I know I mentioned the Sean Price. I'm still banging that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That was tight.
and and Vega, you put me onto this, and I kind of slept on it. Even though I heard that new Chief Comanche, that Revolt 7, I kind
Yep.
of went back and grabbed up his Rise and Rhyme joint.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's fire, dude. That's fire.
incredible,
What are
incredible.
yeah, there's a couple joints I love. Last Night in Babylon is fire, and then there's something else about, I think, the Angels or the Archangels. That shit is sick too. There's some great joints on there, fucking.
There is. So
And
that's kind of
what
what I'm just banging right now.
you know what else is good too is the Kamachi before that, which is Clock of Destiny. That had some fucking fire on it too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Like, as we've said many, 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 many times, Kamachi doesn't have anything bad. He doesn't even have anything mediocre or average. Every album he has is fire. Like, the album that I like least from him is Cult Status, and that has Guru on it. Actually, I got that track queued up. I got that. Do I have that? I was gonna play that joint. I think I got it. Yeah, the best featuring Guru. That's just fire. Let me move that up the chart there. Yeah, so that's that's definitely what that is. Definitely a lot of good shit out for. There's kind of a little bit of a fucking hiatus there, but it seems like a lot of shit is finally starting to drop now with the Priest and the Rays. Oh, yo, did you hear about this scripture? A better tomorrow, the new Wu-Tang.
Oh, and yeah, the reunion type of thing, right? That's
Yeah. Fucking 8 Diagram sequel. It says it's called A Better Tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, dude, me too, man. Like, I don't know, some people tried to say that they didn't like 8 Diagrams, but I think those are just overly infatuated Wu fanboys that are like, it doesn't sound like I don't know, every time that happens, they always just say it doesn't sound like this album, it doesn't sound like that album. That's all they ever say. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not that album, it's a different album. So why would RZA want two albums that sound the same? You know what I mean? Like,
and I mean, come on, man. I mean, for the Wu, people know, man. They constantly reinvent and bring, new things to the table, man. So
that's what they do.
On. Yeah, I'm also waiting on that Millennium Gem, Tragedy Gaddafi. I'm not.
Oh,
sure
you know what?
I know they said within a month's time or what have you. So I'm waiting on that.
You know what that reminded me of? Is Tragedy Gaddafi just did fucking shout out to the homie Relentless from Boston, cop Dark Days Age of Aquarius LP. His homies Tragic Allies just did a full LP with Tragedy, and it's coming out in a couple of weeks. I think it's coming out May 7th. You could order it at the UGG store, ughh.com, and it's called 7 Gems. I think is their group, and I forget the name of the LP, but that shit's gonna be fucking fire. That's that video I sent you. I sent you that single they did.
Yep, absolutely.
With the spaceships and shit. Yeah, the spaceships and shit. That was Tragic Allies and Tragedy Gaddafi, and that shit's gonna be fucking fire. Like most of the people who would probably know about that would probably be like East Coast heads, because Tragic Allies are up here in Boston. But okay, here it is. It's 7 Gems, Tragic Allies, and Tragedy Gaddafi, and the LP is called Golden Era Music Sciences. And this shit's fire. Okay. The video is up on fucking YouTube. It's fucking crazy. And it's got 16 joints, and my man Relentless is on there. So yeah, it comes out May 7th. Everybody definitely cop that. I mean, that's the thing about some of like the UGG releases and shit like that, is I feel like, I mean, even though UGG is like the #1 distributor of like hip hop in the country or whatever, it's like if you're not in like Europe or you're not in like Boston or the Northeast Coast, like you're not gonna really know too much of the shit that gets pushed through there. But I mean, there's a lot of fucking fire that gets dropped on there that could easily slip by you if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even. Right. I knew about that shit from Relentless, and then he showed me that single, but I didn't know it was coming out that soon. Like, I just went to UGG the other day, and it was up on the pre-order, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's coming out in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So, when people say that there's nothing but whack shit out, it's like, did you check out that new Tragedy Gaddafi shit, or are you just fucking talking bullshit? You know what I mean? So, fucking...
Yeah, I know, actually, too. I saw that this morning, on Facebook. Not one of my favorites, but hey, it is what it is. And I saw the actual advertisement or the things they put out to share with everybody, and I saw that. It's funny speaking on that.
Yeah, hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, crazy looking cover that they were advertising.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just gonna be tight, man. That's the thing, like. People think there's not dope shit dropping. It is. Like, you just might not necessarily know about it. Like, just make sure you take a fucking good, thorough look at everything out. Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'll look at fucking everything coming out. And even when there's a lot of shit coming out, it won't all necessarily be shit that I like. But, I'd rather have shit coming out on our end than fucking... Justin Bieber fucking 12. So it's whatever. But what I'm saying, if that's your cup of tea, that's cool too. It's just not mine. So why don't you tell the story about when you met Raze? Was that the same story that you were telling last time, or was that, either way? You got to tell that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is funny too because the same DJ that Domingo knew is actually how I got with Razor because
Yeah.
the Sons of Man were actually on his radio show and they were doing the promotion for the Last Shall Be First when the first album obviously that dropped and
Uh huh.
it was Razor Prodigal Son and Mel from a group Coins back in the day. So, he called me up and he's like, hey, I got Sons of Man on the show tonight and blah, 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 the rest. He was like, yo, you familiar? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm familiar. I'm like, yo, they like the illest offspring of what Wu-Tang got popping right now because,
Mhm.
they come lyrically a little different,
Mhm.
more
Exactly.
biblical in a sense. So I'm like, yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely rock with these dudes. He was like, all right, so make sure you come up to the show, whatever, whatever. I'm like, all right, no doubt. We end up kind of missing the radio show, but we ended up making it to the show that was going
Mhm.
on later that night in terms of raising a prodigal performing.
Mhm.
So we go up into the spot, and I walk in. I'm looking around, searching the area, whatever, and I see Razor. Like we cross each other, and it was like again, listening before it was like State Farm commercial. Chris Paul meets Cliff Paul. Like we walking by each other and we looking like, yo, yeah, okay, all right. So we shake hands, break bread or whatever, but it was like brotherhood that just popped off like right in the club.
Yeah.
So we go after Razor and them finish their set. We go off to the side. We actually step into the men's bathroom, and we kind
Mhm.
of all ciphering. It's me, Razor Prodigal, and my man North Star at the time. So we all
Mhm.
rhyming, whatever, whatever. We had one of our homegirls with us who actually was a singer, so she's singing.
Mhm.
And this kid comes in the bathroom, and he's like, "Yo, yo, my man want to battle. My man want to battle." And we like, come on, man. We ain't got no time for this shit, man. Like,
Mhm.
this is hard body rhyming right now. We ain't got no time for no shit like that.
Exactly.
So the kid comes in and he's like tipsy. He got drinks in his hand, what have you. So he starts
Yeah.
rhyming, and Razor's wearing a sweatshirt that said, I'm going to date myself, but anyway, it said a Nietzsche on the sweatshirt. So he
Yeah.
goes up to Razor. He's like, yeah, yeah, check, check. I'll take the E and the N off your sweatshirt. Yo, Razor jumped up off the wall, smacked the dude's hands, like literally smacked his hands down, like on
So
some, like,
good.
what the fuck. Razor goes in for about the next 12 to 15 minutes ripping this kid a new asshole. We standing on the side, we are hysterical, laughing crazy. Razor is ripping this kid on some biblical outer space come at you type shit. The kid runs out the bathroom like with his tail between his legs, and his man is like, I'm so sorry, man. I ain't mean. We was like, yo, get up out of here with that whack shit.
Oh,
And right from there, it was a wrap.
hell yeah. Fucking best story ever, dude. Like, I can't even. I'm a battle MC, and I can't even imagine battling Reza. It would just be. It'd be terrifying. It'd be like battling Priest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I actually know a lot about that shit too, and I would just be like, I would just feel so destroyed inside for my fucking depraved soul and so confused. I'd be like, what? I actually know about that shit, and I don't even know what's going on anymore. So,
right, right.
it could happen to anybody, but I can't even imagine being a drunk fucking bastard and be like, why don't I pick Reza out of the crowd of everybody and try to battle him? That's just bad luck.
Exactly,
Not
exactly.
that it would have ended any different had he called you out, but I'm just saying, to land on Reza is fucking hella bad luck. You walk in the room with your drink acting like you're going to spit some whack-ass filler fire, and, that's just the definition of a backfire right there, so.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, yeah, Razor he definitely lit that kid's ass up. Yeah, it
You,
was
you,
crazy,
have,
man.
you have any thoughts on that, guys?
All good, man. All good. Was just taking a question there in the chat.
No worries, mate. I see
No
that.
worries.
Yeah, man. I just wanted Scripture to tell that story because that shit is fucking. I thought it was hilarious when he fucking told me. I would have given my fucking left arm just to be in that room and see that kid get fucking smoked. But that's just me. I find shit like that hilarious.
It was hilarious, man. Hilarious. Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter, like, and I don't even think the kid realized who Razor was, because he just randomly came in there and tried to come off the top of his head by looking at Razor's Nietzsche sweatshirt. and you know, Ray's just went in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's an epic fail.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that was just one of the questions I had on my rap sheet was the how did y'all meet, because I just knew that story was hilarious. But on to the next one. This one was for both of you guys, but I mean, even though you're a little bit outside, I mean, you still follow hip-hop and you follow the releases, so how do you think the New York scene has changed, you know, from back when you were on the scene doing the thing to now, which, you know, seems to be a lot more cornier. Not to say all the corny shit's coming from New York, but it's not, but I mean... I don't think it's putting its best shit out, but how do you think it's changed?
Well, I mean, you know, everybody is trying to, you know, go with the machine, with the industry, and you know, sounding like real elementary, man. Some simple ass, you know, 1, 2, 3 ABC rhyming shit or whatever it is, but. One good thing I've been noticing, man, I mean, and I hope everybody's noticing, but it is slowly returning, man. Like a lot of the veterans are just returning, man. Even the young veterans, they just returning, and I think hopefully that 90s era is gonna make a strong return, man, because I think people are finally getting tired of this bullshit. You know what I mean? This simpleton, corny ass rhyming shit. I think people now are more hungry for some real knowledge, man. And with you know, with the government coming in and making their little small moves to try to take over, to make it a big move, obviously. I think now a lot of people want to know, finally, like what's going on. And it's good that we got MCs like even you, Vega, and your squad and our whole team together. Like, we speaking on it. So I think more of what's going on now, I think finally people want to be awakened. I think people want to be taught now. So it's making that lane for all these MCs that have done this for so long. I think it's finally opening that lane, and people want to know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree. I think so too. I mean, one of the most interesting things about Sons of Man and all of those other spiritual, you know, original pioneer spiritual artists is a lot of their stuff was way ahead of its time, like as far as the books and documentaries and information that's actually out about the topics that they were rhyming about back then. There was way less. I mean, it's like Scripture was saying with the whole New Age movement and the whole post-2012 thing, there's so much more of that out now as opposed to back then when Last Shall Be First came out and shit like that. So that's... Yeah, you know, certainly would be nice to see a golden era revival and, you know, have a bit of a hip-hop renaissance and get back to, you know, some of the more, you know, spiritual and revolutionary content. And even Dead Prez, you know, like, fucking Let's Get Free is such a sick album, and it's like, there's really not too much stuff like that, short of Public Enemy and, you know, Paris. I mean, when Paris the Black Panther did The Devil Made Me Do It, that was, what was that Scripture? That was like 80, man, that was like, I don't even remember. I think it was like 87 or 88 or something, right? It was way back then.
It was definitely between...
It might have came out in 89, but I know it came out before 1990.
89.
Yeah. So it's like... shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's when the last, like, Paris... well, actually, he did do one in... he did Sonic Jihad, which was, like, his return. But even when he did that, dude, that was, like... I was in high school, so I'm not gonna date myself. But it came out when I was in high school, so when he came back, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, that's when I found out about him, and I looked at his older shit, and I was like, damn. So, I mean, you know, we were talking about, you know, revolutionary shit going back to the 80s. I think, like Scripture was saying, people are definitely hungry and ready for that shit now, especially with movies like Gray State. I mean, the Gray State concept trailer almost has
Yeah,
500,000 hits on YouTube, so... You
yeah,
know, that's 500,000. You know, they could get 1 million hits on that shit or more.
So
yeah.
then,
That's gonna be, man. When that takes off, that's gonna be incredible, man. And it's something that's much needed, man. So, you know,
Yup.
something like that, and then definitely with a lot of the music and the way we utilize our social media. I mean, I was one of those. Granted, I wasn't with that social media shit, but being that can utilize it and make it an importance. I finally got on board with it, man. I mean, it really took me a while to really get on board with it, man. That shit was like pulling teeth for me because I was on some like, yo, I'm not with all that, but if we utilize the importance of it and do what we need to do, man, it definitely could go the right way, man.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree. I mean, we got Empire of Fear coming out. We got the Cosmic Code coming out. Um, all that shit, dude, and just so much more shit. Plus, all these other artists. It's just really dope, man. It seems like after a long period of not so good stuff, the actual quality is starting to come out again. So.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. And I mean, we talked about Kamachi earlier, man. I mean, I can't wait to see what's expected on that Radio Raheem. That's getting ready to, you know, do its thing in a minute, man.
I mean, everything I hear from him is good, so I can't expect anything less. His last three, four, five
Exactly.
albums were good. I mean, before A Clock of Destiny is they had the Beautiful Mind shit with him and Priest. So,
Him and Priest.
yeah.
And I mean, judging from last time, we heard the Razor interview when he was on PXR. I mean, he's got things on deck loaded, and not
Dude,
to mention,
that's what I was trying to ask him. Like, when you go to his Wikipedia, there's like 10 unreleased albums announced at the bottom of it. It's like right now he's working on this, this, that. So me and Gaz copied and pasted that shit. We're like, all right, we're asking him about every one of these. So that's why we asked him mad questions about all his new shit. And like, I couldn't really get a straight answer out of him, but I was like trying to ask him what the reason for why all of a sudden, like, it seems like he just has this spark that he's working on fucking 12 LPs simultaneously. And I was just trying to be like,
right?
dude, like, it was like the elephant in the room that no one wanted to speak about. I wanted to be like, Reza, why are you on a rampage right now where you're just destroying every MC's life with an insane amount? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I haven't heard one person ask him out. Like, they're like, so what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing this, 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 and this. But I haven't heard anyone ask him, like, dude, that's the most shit you've ever put out in your life. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, other MCs, even people that are up there in his class, they don't have the output that he has. Like, okay, Chino put out that double disc, but Chino hadn't released anything for like 4 or 5 years when Reconstruction dropped. So it's like, you know what I mean?
right,
It's not like Rezo where he's dropping at least an album every year. If not, going back to 2007, he did what? Renaissance Child and Raises Ladder in the same year. So like some years
right,
he's dropping two. And sometimes who knows if he's
right.
dropping more? I don't know. Does anybody know? It's utter insanity, dude. There's never been anything like it.
And I tell you, I tell you what, man. Like, he just did a radio interview. I think it was last Sunday, or I forget what night it was, and it was on Siren Song Radio, if I'm not mistaken. And he definitely is like he's trying to just take over, and with with
Yeah.
with GGO popping off. I mean, it is it's becoming things are moving. Let me just say that things are moving,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
ghetto government is broadening.
Mhm.
I've connected with some other generals, Vega, that we'll speak about. We get a chance, and I've
Oh yeah,
connected
yeah,
with some other
absolutely.
generals, man, and it's really taken off. Like he is really being a driving force in regards to just trying to get this new or the rest of this year and going into 2014, man. It's really gonna be sort of like a takeover.
Yo, and shout out to Reza for putting together the GGO and recruiting my big bro Scripture and just using his influence to promote his peoples and other underground artists, because a lot of people that have the clout that Ray's has wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just put
Right.
together a crew of their fam, even if they're lesser known artists or even if they're fam, whatever it may be. There are a lot, as Scripture knows what I mean, because he's been around people. He's been in New York and he's fucking been in the recording scene. There's a lot of people that are just all about like, I'm gonna use you for a stepping stone and then I'm never gonna talk to you ever again. You know what I mean? So for like to
Exact.
actually
Yeah.
see Ray's recruiting all his peoples and pushing that movement, you know what I mean? That's just big in itself because there's so many artists that easily could do that and don't. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. I
That
mean,
right there is big too.
it's taking off, man. Like, my wife and I, like, I break bread with her and I keep her in tune. And, I was sitting down with her the other night and I'm like, I said, man, this thing right here is it's really like taking off. You know what I mean? And not to reveal too much or go in depth too much, but it is taking off. And what I've noticed, a lot of other generals, beside myself, they are making music, man. Like they getting in their zone and they really, going in with this thing and they going in full fledged. And it's like, each chapter is definitely representing and we all like are reaching out to each other and we collaborating and talking ideas and this, that, and the third. And it's going the underground, hopefully with all this movement, the underground is definitely gonna make a mark for itself. And don't get me wrong, I know there's other underground artists out there that's doing it, and they doing it big. But as far as like ghetto government is concerned, man, the word is gonna be brought into fruition very soon, man. So you
Hell yeah.
know once everybody else starts collaborating, and that's another thing. Like a lot of the
Mhm.
generals and a lot of their teams haven't even collaborated yet. Once we get
Yep.
to a point where
Exactly.
we got brothers on the west collaborating with the brothers over here, and then the brothers in the
Mhm.
Midwest, and then it's gonna
Mhm.
be crazy. Like I just
Oh hell
connected
yeah.
with my man Automatic Greatness. Shout out to him, my brother General out in Rhode Island.
Mhm.
I just connected with him, and we already talking some collab stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
I already talked to one of my brothers out on the West Coast, my man Gumshoe, and he doing his thing. So, and
Mhm.
Vega, we do our thing. So it's like
Mhm.
it's gonna be a
Oh yeah.
lot of music, and the message is gonna be crazy in a
Mhm. Hell
minute,
yeah,
man.
dude. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I mean, that's some motivating shit. You know what I mean? To know that you got somebody like Ray's that's heading up that shit that's actually solid and reliable. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna pump everybody up right there, and like I said, generate that spark. You know what I mean? And that's what's cool too. Like, not only is he putting out the most material he's ever put out probably in his career, but he's going to be motivating all these other artists too as well. So, and
Yeah,
like Scripture was saying with the collabos and shit, you know what I mean? Once this stuff manifests, you know what I mean? There's definitely going to be a lot of crazy shit out there. So, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely,
Definitely
man.
have
Yep.
those PXR stormtroopers fucking tuned into that shit. Um,
Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is, because as far as like as far as I go, it's like I just connected too with a young lady named Queen the Prophet. Big shout out to her too. Representing Ghetto Gov, and she got a lot of things in the works or whatever. Got a big team, and she's representing for a lot of her peoples that scattered throughout the country. So we definitely was talking back and forth, breaking bread, what have you. She was asking about, how as far as my chapter goes, and I basically, let it be known, man. My chapter is 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 very tight. We tight, and I got everybody that's involved. Guerrilla Alliance, what have you, and my thing is getting everybody that's controlling their own circle, and they know how to stand in their own circle and stand on their own 2 feet, and then at the same time, got some things that are established, but we looking around and making sure that no snakes infiltrate what we got going on. And that's why I told her, as far as my chap right now, very small, very solid brothers, and once things get situated, we'll start looking outside of it. But if not, hey, it's all good with me, because I've talked to some MCs that I've known, man, and that I've ran with back in the day, that are beasts. And I just throw it out there, and I'm like, okay, you know, how would y'all feel if I came to y'all and said this, that, and the third? First thing out there, oh, well, I got my man and my man's cousin and his brother-in-law that's married to the. I'm like, yo, nah, I'm talking about you. Here you go bringing other people to the table and ain't even looking out for yourself. Right there, I was done with it. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need that.
absolutely. I mean, dude, too many heads sink the ship, dog. And you know what I'm saying? Once you just
Hmm.
if you're not focused on the project at hand and you're just going to say, oh, let's just stack up our roster with 500 artists that aren't going to release anything, you're not going to get very far. You're certainly not going to get any projects done. So we all know how that
Yeah,
goes.
you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense, man. So I know what I'm watching for. I got you brothers. I got my brothers here. I know what I'm watching for. So it is what it is, man.
Hell
Straight
yeah.
up.
Hell yeah! Yo, Ray's just got at me on the text, but I don't know really what he was talking about. So I don't know if he's gonna be making it through tonight or not. Either way, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna throw on a joint or two, and we could all just take a break if you got to grab a drink or anything, script or hit the bathroom, and we will
No
come
doubt.
back with this Scripture GGO interview shortly. Is that mic on? Yo, 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 Planet X Radio, Planet Resistance Show, Sunday, motherfucking PXR show. We got Scripture in the house,
Exact.
GGO all day, wings up. You can hear him on the upcoming joint Ronin off Empire of Fear LP coming pretty much next month. We'll have recording done in a couple of weeks. And we do most likely are going to have Razah from the GGO joining us as soon as he pops on Skype here. So, where were we, Script? We just played Blood of Bethlehem featuring Scripture. That was
Right.
that's produced by Cyrus the Great and
Love that
from
joint, man.
Mass. Yeah, that was the first VX Scripture collabo. I had that beat for some time, and I managed to send it off to Scripture, and Scripture sent the verse through, and some other people hit me up and were like, VX, send that Scripture verse over, dog. And I was like, I don't know about that, homie. That's a VX joint. Can't do it. Can't do it, bro. I can't do it. As much as I'd
That's
like
what
to
it
do it,
is.
can't do it. I'm like, you want to just let me do all the work and then have Scripture email you the verse? That's just not how it works.
That's
Fucking.
not
So
how it
anyway,
works. Hell no.
yeah, check that joint out on Dat Piff, Dimension X 2012 LP mixtape. It's free download on datpiff.com, or if you're feeling saucy, you could get it on iTunes or cdbaby.com/planetxrecords. Um, see
Yeah,
what else we
man.
got. Where did I leave off on these questions here? What are your thoughts going along with what we were talking about with martial law and the political, military, industrial complex situation? What are your thoughts on North Korea, Scripture? Have you been following that at all?
Oh my goodness. Well, I tell you what, man. In regards to that, man, they they um they are ready. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go, too in depth on it, because we kind of created our own hole with that. But you know, we we need to step up our game in regards to knowing what we're dealing with, man. And as far as us trying to be this mega force, man, you've allowed people to study you, um, get wind of how you operate, and you turn your back on certain people at times, and then not realizing that these people now know your ins and outs. So we've created so many monsters, man, and unfortunately, hate to say, so many enemies in regards to the way things are going on now, that uh, we just better be prepared, because they've gotten prepared. They have gotten prepared. So
Oh yeah, totally. No,
I don't know. It's
I
something to
agree.
keep an eye on and watch, man. Obviously.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. Totally.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
this question was for you and Ray's, and I guess we kind of covered a little bit for Ray's, but new
Yep.
projects, I feel like that's kind of an open-ended question that you could never really answer for Ray's because he always has more. So instead of going down that road, since we just talked about it for 35 minutes straight, Scripture, what are your
Uh,
new projects?
well, right now, um, I've been talking with Beyond Existence, and
Yep.
in terms of like not necessarily, Dark City or whatever, because Dark City has definitely made a small name for itself, and true fans will remember from Petrified, or what have you. And so we've been talking, and we got one of our brothers out here who's a hell of a producer, man, and he's putting things in order for us, and we're gonna come out with maybe like one or two, possibly three little joints, just kind of put our toes in the water. You know what I mean? So we wanna put that out, see how the people gravitate to it, and see what's going on with it, and from there, we'll start thinking of reaching out and possibly get a nice full length, maybe mixtape together. You know what I mean? And of course, I'll be reaching out to my ghetto government brothers and what have you. My Planet X brothers, and we're just gonna try to get a whole full conglomerate, man, and just kind of introduce ourselves again, and whomever else, and then hopefully, I'll get with Razor, and send him over some tracks or whatever, and see which ones he's feeling or whatever, and may want to get on, or he may not. So, but we'll see. It's definitely about us too, putting in our own work, and not try to take, just because I'm affiliated with legendary, Sons of Man / Wu Tang member, whatever it is, not take advantage of that and just be like, oh, Razor, can you get on this? No, it's about putting in our own work too, and like a foot
Just,
soldier would do, man, and definitely
just,
represent.
just have Reza do all the work like anyone else would do. Be like, Reza, record like 40 verses and leave like 3 or 4 slots open for us, and then we'll just fill in our parts when we feel like it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, slow it down, Scripture. As we say in Smack, slow it down, because you just gave him a lot of shit. So I want to go through each one of these things individually. What are you thinking about doing with the singles? What kind of media are you guys thinking about doing? Are you just gonna release them as like digi iTunes singles that people could just get on there, or are you guys thinking about maybe doing like a vinyl 12-inch single or something like that for the first tracks?
Yeah, well, if we could definitely go the iTunes route, that is definitely something we're gonna look into. Definitely, that's first and foremost. And luckily, Beyond has some. He has some heads that he knows that do a lot of film stuff. So
Yep.
one of his people's definitely, we're gonna try to go the video route, the YouTube uploads, and the, possible World Star Hip Hops, whatever. I mean, for me, World Star, whatever, but I like the
Yeah.
YouTube outlet, and
Yep.
so we're
Yep. Yep.
definitely gonna try to get some video involved, even with
Yep.
what we're doing. And there's
Hell yeah.
already been talks of, like, calling you guys down, or maybe in a neutral spot, just to have,
Hmm.
all our peoples involved. So that's
Oh yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
something we're going to do too. I wanted to ask Razor too, in terms of, video, if he didn't mind doing an appearance here and there and what have you. So I mean, we're definitely putting things into motion, and it's just a matter of getting it done. And we're
Hell yeah.
both busy individuals, unfortunately. um, but once we sit down, map everything out, we're gonna start. I mean, we are just gonna start.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. I'm pumped. It sounds fucking kick ass. And you know what I'm saying? We got a camera up here too. So if you guys ever make your way up here for whatever be it actual music video for all of us with everybody rhyming in it, or just appearances or whatever, what have you, my director has a sick uh HD camera up here. And shameless self-promotion, the Angel Scroll video is coming soon, featuring Maccabee and the Rebel off my solo LP, Global Warming. That shit's fucking fire. It's definitely going to be our best video fucking yet. So if you've seen the Architecture of a Perfect Weapon video we did from Guerrilla Warfare, then cats will definitely
Yeah.
be feeling this. Um,
No, hey, Vague. I just got the text. Um, I think Raze wants us to hit him up at the Skype Hellraiser Music Group.
yeah, he hit me with that too, and I'm trying to figure out what's up with that. Okay, looks like I found him. Looks like I found him.
Yeah. And actually, I'm glad you said that too, because we're looking to come, like we're trying to do like obviously a collab. So we're thinking we want to come out to Boston, shoot scenes, obviously shoot scenes in Connecticut, and then shoot scenes in New York. So, and again, it's idea. Um, we have the person, like you have the person, which is good. So maybe these two individuals can, break bread with each other. But we have, Beyond has a film person, you have a film person. So I mean, it's good stuff that definitely is in the works.
Yeah, that helps because, depending on where we get shots or whatever, we can just send over, all the footage to whoever is what I'm saying, editing it, and then we can just chop it up and get some sick shit. So yeah, man, there's definitely gonna be some crazy Guerrilla Alliance, GGO, whatever Dark City reincarnates as music videos coming soon. Looks like Razah just added me, so I'm gonna get him added to the call. The only other thing I was just gonna say was real quick was, if you guys end up doing the mixtape situation, you think that's probably just gonna be a free download via DatPiff and other mixtape sites,
Yep.
just so you guys can get your momentum going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Word.
I mean, there's enough outlets, there's enough brotherhood, man, to really get this thing going, man. So, I'm the type of person, man. I've always been just a contributor. You know what I mean? I've never been that one to push myself up to the forefront, man. I like to contribute to this whole thing that we got going on. So,
I totally agree. And with that being said, wings up. We got Hellraiser in the house, aka Heaven Razah, GGO all day. What's up, Raze?
Yes, man. The GGO is a global movement, man. It's not even limited to just local shit. And it's a lot of different chapters to it. So chapters. Each chapter got a general of the chapter. And scripture is a general too. One of the generals of the chapters. And it's a movement. And I want to say special thank you to everybody that got my iTunes new release, Living After Death.
Yes, sir.
no doubt.
And it's more coming to that. I got a project me and Domingo doing together called The Razor's Arc.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
On my
yo,
SoundCloud, check out my SoundCloud. Either check out my SoundCloud or Domingo's SoundCloud.
Yo,
My SoundCloud is Heaven Razor.
Alright.
no doubt.
I think the Domingo is Domingo Music SoundCloud. The name of it is.
When's
Yeah,
And
I was just chopping it up with Domingo today, as a matter of fact. So, Yeah, everything is good, man. Everything is good on that end.
Yes, yes. Shout out to Domingo.
That- That's what I want to hear, man. Yes, shout out to my brother Domingo, man. No
Yes, yes,
doubt. That's
yes.
right, my brother Scripture, man. Y'all better get ready for Scripture too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got out the booth with scripture, so I know what he's capable of.
He's a beast, man.
you,
Thank
you,
you, no doubt.
you're telling me. I bought a brand new microphone screen. He melted that shit in one session, so we all know how that goes. But what's
That's why we the ghetto government, man. We don't come to the studios to play games, man.
hell nah, hell nah.
Yeah.
What when are you dropping that Razor's Arc on him, Raze? You can't tell him yet. Is it top secret or?
Not yet, not yet. It's like
Okay.
it's like the it's like Nibiru planet for the planet Nibiru.
Okay, okay. The Nibiru network.
Yeah. It's like the Nibiru album.
Yeah.
The Nibiru album. We're looking for
Yeah.
2012 to happen, but it's really gonna go on down.
It's like Nibiru. You know when it's coming. You know it's coming. You just don't know when it's coming.
Exactly.
Word up.
Better
Word
to
up.
know the best thing coming.
Word up. So yeah, man. If anybody in the chat room has questions for Razor Scripture, we got GGO live now. So anybody feel free to fire that shit off, and I'll take a look at your question. If it's decent, you know what I'm saying. We'll definitely ask these dudes.
My man. That's right. Freestyle Hip Hop 101. Freestyle 101 is coming soon to the movie for the summer.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
looking forward to that.
It's gonna be an Esquire network cable.
Yes,
And
yes.
also, it's the TV. Like the Brook.
Yeah, Raze, we're losing you a little bit right now, my man.
Projects now.
I think we got y'all back.
Yeah, we in there, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. I'm saying.
Ah, man. All right, hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna see if we can just get Raze back real quick because he's breaking
I
up
was
a little bit.
What happened? I fade out?
Yeah, you faded out a little bit, my dude. We didn't really catch what you were saying there.
Yeah, we in there?
We got to fade me back in.
Yeah, we got you back in now, my man.
We got to.
Yo, Raze, you in there, kid?
Yeah, I was talking about this TV sitcom that's named South Brooklyn,
Okay.
and they got my music in the TV show, and it's like
Word,
The
that's
Wire.
tight.
It's like a Brooklyn version of The Wire, but it's in Red Hook Projects.
That's what's up. That's what we need right there.
Hell yeah. That's tight. When's that going down, Raze?
It's called South Brooklyn. That's gonna be a few months now. That's been a few months, but be expecting it.
Dope, dope, dope.
Yeah.
What channel they flipping it on? Because I gotta try to catch it up here in Boston.
That's gonna be it's gonna be a few, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna be scrolling through your TV one night and be like, "Oh, it's the show is we're talking about."
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be scrolling through my TV. I'm gonna be like, yo, that's a Razor song.
Hell yeah, that's what's
The
up.
name of it is called South Brooklyn. So you may
Yeah,
be
that's-
able to catch a commercial or something somewhere down the line.
That's tight. I'm ready.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
the movie, the Freestyle 101, the documentary movie, that's gonna be on Esquire cable network.
Yeah, we ready for that.
That's gonna be dope. We got a lot of dope people in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be official. I'm waiting for that.
That's the one you're doing with Jerome, or
Nah, that's the one I'm doing with Jerome is the Razor Code Part 2. But it's
Okay,
Thug
word.
Anonymous. The Thug Anonymous DVD.
word. Yeah, because I got at Jerome about that, and he said, you know what I'm saying, he definitely gonna build with us when he gets out here to the east. So
Yeah, because I don't know how far you are from New York City, but I want to get y'all in that.
nah, dude, we could come down to New York. I mean, we're close. We're close enough, right, Script?
Oh, most definitely. You know, that's
Yeah,
been
man.
a long time since I've been in Brooklyn anyway, man. I'm telling you, I miss it.
You know, we could come down for that.
I'm actually in Queens now.
Word up. Yo, Scripture,
Oh,
what's
that's
going on
right.
there?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Razor's out in Queens. Yeah, we
Yo,
had
can you turn
talked on
that? Can you turn that music down, Scripture? Or? Okay, thanks.
Say again. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
some music
right. We
coming
had
through.
talked on that. Yeah, Razor's out in Queens now, so
Yes.
that's definitely what it is. Actually,
Nah, we
Raze,
can.
I gotta get out there too, man. I gotta catch up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, anywhere Razor wants to film, I can get to.
Y'all on to the Anonymous dude. Y'all know who the Anonymous is, right?
Oh
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all my A9s out there too, across the planet.
Yo, did you?
They gave me the green light to do it.
That's tight.
Oh, that's
Yo, did you watch that Gray State trailer I sent you, Raze? Yeah, man. I'm producing that movie, man. They're gonna be up in Massachusetts next weekend, so that shit's gonna be crazy.
So if you run into anybody in control and need some music for something like that, let me know.
Oh, of course, dude. Yeah, I mean, I only submitted one thing so far, dude. But you know what I'm saying? If once I talk to these dudes a little bit more, dude, GGO is gonna be number 2 on the list. You already know, so.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
man.
because you know what? Y'all actually gonna have to be in control of the Boston chapter.
Yeah, man. You already know.
Y'all might as
Yeah.
well because y'all the only ones. I don't know what Gage. Y'all in touch with Gage, man? I don't know what
Nah.
he's doing.
Nah, he's not around anymore.
I figured that. I already knew it was something funny with that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck all that funny shit, man. Fuck all that funny shit. I report to Scripture, and he reports directly to Raze, and that's how it goes.
Yeah. Yo, you be like, yo, what's Ray's number? Gonna start with no, motherfucker.
What's Raze's number? It starts with Scripture's number. That's how the hierarchy goes. I don't know, but I know it starts with Scripture's number.
No scripture.
That's
Get the fuck out of here with that.
That's all I know because as long as we have that hierarchy, we can't be interrogated. So.
Yeah, because then once they start talking about that, I'm down. So we already know. We're gonna shut down my sneakers and drop your wallets, keys, and all that.
Stuffing them in lockers and shit.
Oh yeah.
Nah, dude.
So tell me about it.
Nah, I'm glad you brought that up, Reza, because me and Scripture have already talked about that a million times, and like it got to the point back in the day where like dudes were like, "Yo, VX, I want to do a joint with Scripture. He's down with Reza," and I was like, "Nah, I don't think that's how it works." Sorry.
Yeah, yo, Ray,
They my general, man. Fuck they say that.
That's it didn't even get that far. I had to shut it down like instantly. I'm like, nah, sorry, no, just no. Better luck next time. Nice try.
Yo, I tell you, Raze,
I'm glad you got brothers like this scripture because they don't say, man.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Because anybody else would have tried to say, yo, just do this shit. This is
Nah.
good for you.
Nah, that's not how I was taught.
Yep, I tell you, son, they definitely hold me down over here. I mean, like Boston is right next door, so
Mm-hmm.
can even get back and forth, and they definitely hold me down, man. So yeah,
I love that.
yep.
Yeah, man, we gonna get down there in New York too, man. We gonna see you come see you in Queens soon. So
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So, hey, Rays, what you want me to do with Boston chapter? You want me to hold that down?
Yup.
No doubt.
yes, sir.
That's what it is.
Yo, if anybody has any questions for Scripture or Razah, just type them in the chat room. I see all you guys in the chat room, and I know you're listening, but you're just not asking any questions. I don't know why. Razah, you may have heard of him. He was in Sons of Man with Killer Priest, and he just dropped Living After Death and like 7 CDs before that. And Scripture was on Petrified with Domingo, and I've been rhyming with him for a long time. So if you guys want to get interactive with the interview, you know what I'm saying, dudes are live right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the show is once a week. Maybe you guys think it's every night or something. Like, we got dudes on live. We got dudes on live right now. So if you want to ask them their questions, ask them right now. Anyway, guys, go ahead.
I better support real hip hop shit, man.
Exactly.
You're gonna get bit chopped.
I could.
They're gonna keep pushing you to listen to all that hip hop shit.
I couldn't have said it better any better myself.
Yeah, I know. Yo, Rays, I was telling them earlier, before you got on, man.
Keep listening to that, your jeans getting tighter, man. Your pocket
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up and down, son.
Yeah, I heard your jeans tighten for every song that you listen to of Bitch Hop. Your jeans tighten one size, so.
Straight up and down, man. Yo, first of all, niggas need to stop wearing snapbacks and get it, keep it.
I hate that shit.
Do it like it's supposed to be done. Stop with that nonsense, man.
I hate snapbacks, man. I didn't like them when they came out the first time, and then they came out again, and I was like, really? Again? Seriously? Razah, do you have anything to say about
I
the?
to say, but that shit sound like the gayest sound I've ever heard, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man! Holy shit! That was fucking gold. This is.
Not packing that shit out of here, man.
Get that shit up. Why is there a hole in your hat? And then
condom. You fuck out of here.
Yo,
with that, man.
and
Get out
then
of here with that, man. Let's keep
the
it
worst.
official. Go get a real fitted like we used to do it and stop.
Exactly. You better get a new era fucking fitted hat and cut that
dude,
shit out.
and the worst part about it is once the snapback movement pops off, every single smack battle, you have to hear 30 bars about, I'll put a hole in the back of his dome like a snapback. Ooh, you have to literally hear that. You have to hear that bar 500 times a battle. Like, okay, I get it. Hole in the hat, like a snapback. I get it. It's really not that technical. Like, why does everyone have to use that line 500 times? It's so played out. Like, another snapback bar. Oh, I never saw that coming. There's at least 20 in every battle. Like, come on. Just that alone.
Denim stretch pants.
See through.
Denim stretch pants. You talking about this snapback gangster shit? You gotta get out of my face with that shit.
They got on the see-through yoga. They got on the see-through yoga pants. They're called Lulumons and shit. The ones that they recalled because they were like fucking. Anyway.
You got your girl shoes and you talk about this gangster shit. You better get out of my face with that, man. But you
here.
dog when you
Okay.
shoes on this last night. What the fuck you doing, man?
Yo, here's one for you, Razah. I seen Joel Santana do an interview about why he wears women's shoes and women's belts and shit like that, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, he has swag or whatever, so that's why he feels like he's wearing that shit. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't watch the whole video, but I saw the name of it, and that's what it was about. So I don't think that's acceptable. I was just wondering what you thought.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what swagger shit means.
Yeah. Secretly, we are gay.
Secretly, we are gay.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's an old homosexual secret society.
Yeah,
Swag,
absolutely, man.
Swag took over. Yo, I'm fly.
Yeah, dude. What happened to Fly? I liked Fly. Once it became Swag, it was like skinny jeans or nothing.
Yeah, man. I
That shit
can't
means
do.
secretly we are gay. We are gay gangsters.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
I can't.
Homo thugs.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah.
Razor, we had a.
homo hop.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that is shit's queer hop. We got this joint. We got a question for you, Raze, in the chat room.
That shit Kanye West was wearing.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
kilt. We talked about it last time.
Yep.
He wore a
Nigga,
kilt.
stop that shit, man. Cause your kids is gonna grow up walking around like, and we requesting that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Kanye West wore
Yeah.
that girl shirt. I want that one.
Yeah,
True
dude.
indeed.
Yo, we got a question for you in the chat room, Raze. How did you come up with the concept for living after death?
How did I come up? Just thought about my life, everyday life. Cause I
Just-
could have died 3 years ago.
Just reflection of everyday life?
Yep. And then what it was that I know why they asked me that because Biggie Smalls had life after death. But
Yeah.
I said I'm still living, so I'm gonna call
Yep.
my shit living after death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what's
That's
up.
tight. And shout out to
And
the
I
new
tell-
album. Everybody cop that shit on iTunes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
Go
I'll
ahead,
tell
Script.
you, like, as far
Priest on there. Is Black McCloud is on there with me, and Killer Priest is on there too.
Yo, Block
Yep.
McCloud's the man. He's on my new album, Empire of Fear. The joint's called what's the Black McCloud joint called, Mac? I don't even
Dope
remember.
artist, man.
He killed it. It's called Eye for an Eye. That's the joint we did with Block. It's got tone spliff too.
Shout out to Block too, man.
Yeah. Yo, Block, we need to get you on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We definitely try to get Block on the show.
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
I tell
dope.
you, Vega, and my man Razor, like, when that popped off, when, Razor had that situation, I remember sending an email to my brother back then because I knew he would persevere, and I just knew that, and I even say it in the email, when the time comes, you'll see this email because I know you came back, and my brother is back.
That's
Straight up.
Wings Up. Wings Up. That's that
Wings Up.
GGO, El Raziel, Elohim, Nephilim, fucking next level shit.
Yep.
That's right.
Exactly.
Man. No
Cats don't-
because we live this shit.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Fucking hell yeah, man. So, yeah, Raze, you got I know you got a bunch of joints coming out besides the Domingo album and the joint with Priest.
I got a joint with Brian too coming.
Yep. Hell yeah.
We still
Just-
that shit. We're still finishing that up. And I got the album with me and Sean Psychedelic from Amsterdam producing.
Yo, aren't you in Fourth Disciple doing Freedom of Speech too? Or
Yes, we is. That's finished already.
yeah, but shout out to Fourth Disciple, man, because I think he's just one of the most consistent producers ever. Is that accurate?
Before Kanye West, man. Before all that shit happened.
Dude. Yeah, man. His beats are still so good. Even the stuff he has on the new Razors and the new Priests. I don't think I've ever heard a mediocre beat from that guy. Like, he's just too good, honestly.
He did some joints on Live After Death too.
Hell yeah. That's what I mean. Like, going back to his old shit all the way to his new shit, everything he has is fire.
Fourth is one of my best producers, but now I got too many. Cause this like,
Yeah.
like everybody's one of my best producers. If I say one, they're gonna be upset with me. Oh, what about
Razor.
me, man? You didn't say I was. But
Razor
I got
problems.
Another project with Chrome from Virginia. Shout out to Chrome too.
Yep.
Chrome Razors project together too.
Yep, Chrome's tight too.
We
Chrome
had
did
a
that.
single with me, Coogee Rap, Come See Me. Me, Coogee
Yeah.
Rap, Sean Price, and C. Ray Walls.
Yep. Yo, shout out to G-Rap. I think G-Rap is my favorite MC. One of them.
Me too, man.
Mine's too.
G-Rap.
I thought I was alone with that.
Nah, hell nah. Not here at the Nibiru Network.
And I tell you, I mean, even though our styles are, we don't contrast, but G-Rap is the person that inspired me to just start, at least try to pick up the pen. When I heard G-Rap back in the
Hell
day
yeah.
with that it's demo, I was like, yo, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yo, and he still works with the underground dudes. Yo, like I think him and Necro are either doing an LP or something. But like, it's so
That's pretty dope.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he
It's
rocked
like
Hard Body with Domingo too. So
yeah, man. It's just it's sick that G-Rap is who he is, and he'll still work with these newer underground guys. You know, that's just tight. A lot of artists won't do that.
So, I got to shout out Lord Jamar and X
Yep.
and AG who they got to shout them out because they doing some features on the project with me and Domingo with me.
Tight. Hell yeah. Nah, it's gonna be ill, dude. They got a lot of shit
they
going
got
on,
that
man.
joint on the 24th, on the 21st rather, the Hip Hop Hall of Fame at SOB's.
Are they doing that again?
Yeah, on the 21st.
Yo,
8
last
o'clock.
time I went to that shit, somebody got their ass whooped there. I forgot who it was. That shit was funny shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this going on? Like, we got they stomping somebody out. I said, what you did do, man? What kind of shit? What they doing? 50 Cent was here? I said, what the kind of shit they doing?
Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, Raze, do you want to speak on the allegations of when you met Scripture and you guys were ciphering the bathroom and some drunk clown tried to battle you? Does that ring any bells?
Yep.
Yo, I did tell Rose, I told him earlier.
Burning his words and all kinds of shit. Like.
I made Scripture tell the story on air earlier, Raze, because he told me the story before, and I was like, dude, I'm bringing you back on the show to tell that story on air, because that shit's fucking gold.
That nigga was slurring his words. Like he was really killing some shit. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this dude, man?
Yo, to all the listeners to PX Radio, did I not tell you? Ray gave this dude, gave this nigga a new asshole.
Yeah, dude. I heard you murdered him so bad, Raze, that it was just the worst body bag Scripture's ever seen.
But he pushed it on himself. Cause he tapping me like, yo, what's up? I gotta spit some shit for you.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He
right. I was like, yo, I'm good, man. Like I was trying to not do this shit. I'm like, yo, I'm good, man. I'm alright, man. He kept, yo, I want to hear some shit. Yo, I want to do some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He heard some shit.
What you gonna do, man?
And it's like, it's like I told you, Vega, the kid, like Razor was just saying, the kid just kept tapping him. Then he tried to like freestyle some dumb shit off the sweatshirt, because Razor had an Nietzsche sweatshirt. So he tried to rhyme like, I'll take your E and your N, and Raze jumped up off the wall, slapped Hermes' hands down, and lit that dude a new one.
I would bet like $500 that the shit he was saying didn't make any sense. Like, I'll take your E with your N and I'll mix it with your Y.
It was exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
He was trying to do that shit he watched on YouTube. Like, I'm one of them niggas.
Of course.
I seen that shit before. I take this, I take that. I say, oh, here he go with this kind of shit. That's great shit that you wrote You just waiting for somebody to walk into that shit.
Yeah, it's premeditated shit. You tried to save it up your sleeve for the unlikely situation you're gonna get into a freestyle battle, and then you're gonna bust it out like to pretend you're freestyling on some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when people do that.
Yeah, this shit was hilarious, man.
Razah knows I hate that shit. I talked to him about battles.
Hell yeah, and they don't do that no more. They're like, what's that shit? URL TV. They like them kind of motherfuckers.
Yeah, they all write that shit. I mean, there's some okay guys in the URL, but you know what I'm saying? They're not all that great. You know, they have egos like they're superstars. I'm like, dude, like even Mook, man, you know. Mook like made it pretty far with battling, but he just never was able to transfer over to the music, really. You know what I mean? So he gets ripped on that for a lot, like.
Because they forget that all that shit. You gotta make a song when you want to deal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna do this
battle rap
with that clothes, or you climbing on Timberland trees. Niggas ain't gonna give a fuck about none of that shit. They gonna be like, my door's that way. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. We live for records.
Like what?
Man. You talking about what you gonna do to niggas and shit? For all the niggas outside. So go out that door and go do that shit you talk about you gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. So what if you go into a record label, sit down, and they're like, they put on a beat, and they're like, all right, spit your song, and you're like, nah, turn the beat off. I'm gonna spit some acapella battle raps. They're like, what? they're like, it's a recording contract. They're like, it's a recording contract, not a battle rapping contract. You know what I mean? Like,
we think you the wrong business. We really think Stone Cold is somebody for you. I don't know. Maybe you need to be in the ring with The Rock.
Yeah, the WWE's in the other building. It's like you came to the god, this is
records, but you think you in WWE? Make it the hell out of here with that shit.
Cause what I am going to do to you on May 12th, that shit's all acting.
They got this wrestling voice like.
I know.
Jimmy Superfly Snickers, like that shit out of here, man. No
I know.
Like that. What the fuck
no rapper sounds like that, dude. Like never, fucking. Yo, I'm battling on the 12th race. I'm gonna send that footage to you when it drops. I'm gonna kill this dude 3-0 body bag.
Where you gotta do with that? Make sure you videotape that shit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be up in Boston. I might see if I can maybe get Scripture to come up and be my hype man.
I definitely come up and support.
Who's the judges for that shit?
My league is not judged, but since me and the kid I'm battling are both putting up money this time, they pretty much have to judge the battles that are for money because someone has to win the money. So I don't know who's judging. That's good. That's a good question.
You told me that the other day, right? You told me that you were gonna be doing this. So you battling the same cat again, or no? Some new?
No, I'm battling a different dude. The last dude I battled was from the Bronx. The dude I'm battling this time is from up here, from Boston. So
he's a severe. He's just come to it in the body bag.
Oh man, he's so dead. I haven't even written anything down in my notebook, but the stuff I have in my head is just completely lethal body bags. And the last battle he had was terrible, and he's just gonna lose every single round. He's just gonna get 3-0'd. It's gonna be embarrassing, but whatever. I mean, he wanted to put money on it, so hey, that's fine by me.
Just slay that nigga, Vega, man. You know how you guys do it. What to do with him.
Dude, yeah. I wouldn't be doing right by you guys if I didn't 3-0 body bag him in the worst decapitation execution ever. So, should be nice.
Exactly.
Should be fun, but yeah, man, absolutely. Like fucking. Let me see how the chat room's going. Not much going on in there, but yeah, dude. Anything else you guys want to shout out about GGO or any projects either one of you have? We just talked about some of Scripture's projects before you came on, and a lot of shit coming out between the three of us.
Well, coming soon is gonna be a GGO mixtape. I'm gonna do another SoundCloud mixtape. I'm gonna do another Ghetto Government SoundCloud too.
Word,
So stay.
you guys gonna put it out on Dat Piff or?
Yeah, it's gonna go on that fifth and SoundCloud, and I'll probably throw it in the streets too.
Word up. Hell yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be monumental.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it is on that. Word up.
Yep.
And like I was telling you earlier, Vega, I'm over here, just getting ready to work on this end. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I got some dudes. Even though I got to get with Razor on it, but most likely we'll probably, go to him or whatever. But we're gonna try to get like
Mm-hmm.
video stuff. See if I could get my brother in there. You know how that go. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, absolutely. Yeah, keep me posted, man. I'll come down for whatever trip.
Man, what you
Scripture already knows I'll come down.
cameraman with you?
Yeah, we got one up here.
yeah. Ray's Vega and them got one up there, and then one of my dudes out here got one that work with him, and they be like filming the videos and all that. So yeah, we definitely gonna get that going too, circulating that.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely trying to get out to you, my G, and see what we could do on that.
So you know what to do, man. You got the number, so you just reach out. Let me know what's the deal.
Yup. You know it,
Yes.
son. Definitely.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, man. Ray's me and Scripture just did a classic when he came up here to Boston a few weeks ago. That joint I was telling you about on Twitter. So I just got to go drop one more verse on it at the lab, and as soon as that shit's done, I'll shoot it over to you so you can check it out.
So shoot it over to DJ Malik. Put that shit on the Ghetto Government mixtape then.
Yeah, man. As soon as it's ready, I just gotta. I think my friggin' NG went away and he went on a trip. But as soon as he gets back, I'm gonna figure out when that is, and I'm gonna book more time with him and just get in there. I just gotta get it mixed and mastered. But as soon as I have something, suitable of proper quality, I'll definitely shoot it. Obviously to Scripture because he's on it, and obviously to you.
Yeah,
And
Scripture,
you know
you
what I'm
got
saying?
Malik. You got Malik's email, right?
Yeah. Yup. Me and Malik been back and forth crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is once Vega get on it, they get it to him.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah, the joints.
Yeah.
How soon do you guys need it raised though? Because I'm not sure when I'm gonna have it done.
You got time. You got time.
Okay. All right,
If it
tight.
was a
Yeah.
rush like that, I would have said, hurry up. Well, we gotta have it in tomorrow.
No problem. I got it. Yeah, dude. I'll definitely try to get it in a timely fashion. And the joint's fire, dude. Is produced by my homie Vi, who passed away. That was from L.A., but he was via Vegas. But he still made the sickest beats, man. And obviously, Scripture knows 'cause he fucking killed that shit. So
Yeah.
fucking.
I
So
know, matter of
definitely
fact,
get that,
Raze,
John.
I gotta send you this track that we got. I gotta send it to your email. I want you to hear it and tell me what you think on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send it through the email. It's long right now, so I'm gonna break it down and send like a snippet of it. I want you to hear that joint.
What is this? The new shit script, or is this something else?
Yeah, this is one of the joints that I was talking about doing, and
Okay.
I want to see if Ray's see how he feel about the track. Definitely, Ray's. I want you to hear that joint.
Yes.
Yeah, so send it to my AOL. I'll check it out.
Yup, no doubt.
Hell yeah. So, is there anything else you guys want the people to know before you bounce? Definitely follow at Razah Rubies and at Heaven Razah and at Scripture 1227.
Yeah, and y'all I got finally on Facebook because like I said, I'm gonna just utilize it to the best of this musical ability. So get at me. I'm at my Facebook is Mike Scripture Cicero Cicero. So I've already connected with a lot of the other generals, man. So I linked up with a lot of good heads. Some brothers that Razah put me on to, and then obviously me and Razah go back and forth. And it's a good little tool to utilize. So I'm making the best of it, man. And things will be coming up on it.
Yes, yes. And definitely check out Razah's SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/heaven Razah. What's your SoundCloud scripture?
My Facebook is Heaven Razah, and I got a Hellraiser Facebook too.
All right, word. What's your SoundCloud script?
Oh, hold up. Actually, yeah, what is my joint? Because I do
I think
it.
it's.
Hold on.
I think it's the same as your Twitter, but I don't know.
Yeah, let me just make sure that. Yeah, it's Scripture 27, Scripture 27.
Okay. Check out. Yeah. So all three of us are on SoundCloud, but first and foremost, check out Razah's SoundCloud.com/heaven Razah. Then check out SoundCloud.com/Scripture27.
Yeah.
And I think, what's mine? VX777, I think. I like to keep it real simple. We know how that works for me. VX777. I'm not on SoundCloud, but I try to put shit on there. I mean, I'm on there, I'm just not on much. So, yeah, man. Fucking good shit.
Y'all
Great.
need a cloud, because y'all can put your radio show on the cloud.
Oh, that's right. I didn't really think of that. Yeah, I mean, Raze, we put the last interview we did with you on YouTube, and it has like over 100 hits on there now. So
Send me the link to that, and I get and I start getting it in rotation.
yes, sir. I'll definitely shoot it over to your DM on Twitter for sure. So, yeah, man, I'm probably just going to play a couple tracks of y'all to take us out, but if there's anything else you guys want to shout out before we go, now's your chance.
I got to shout out the First Lady of the Ghetto Government, Chena Black.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Watch out for her sub project gonna be crazy too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I shout out my man Beyond Existence, my man, my ghetto government officials, my brother, Hellraiser, Heaven Razah, Vega X, and the PXR Radio, Guerrilla Alliance.
Yeah, shout out to the She-IA together, the Queen of Prophet.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight up. Definitely.
I'm telling you, our movement is the next shit. Trust me, motherfuckers gonna see it when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Word up.
I agree. Yes, it is. Definitely. GGO, this GGO PXR fucking Nibiru network shit is just too deep now, you know? There's no turning back from it.
It's
That's
not.
it.
Because PX is part of the shit too.
Straight up.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. We are honored to be running with y'all, and we're going to do our part to make sure, you know, the shit comes off right with whether it's Planet X Radio or Planet X Records or Planet X Filmworks, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep getting it, so all sorts of media.
Word up.
They can't stop that. Word up, yo! Well, I'm gonna play. I'll probably play Petrified again in a bit, and we're gonna go out with a little bit of Book of Heaven, Razah. I'm pretty sure Raze knows which one that is, and you know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite joint. I have Razah.
Yeah, that's my favorite joint too, man. So that's crazy, but we're definitely gonna fuck with that, and you know what I'm saying? I'll probably just let the joints play out for a few more joints play out for the last 15 minutes, so all the peeps who came through can vibe out and peep some of this fire that we've been talking about. And make sure you cop Living After Death on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to support our homie Razah, because, you know, it's his second time through, and he's definitely, you know, done more than his share of what he needs to support what we're doing over here. And obviously shout out to Scripture, because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm always fucking building with Scripture. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we do.
Absolutely. Yo,
Yes, sir.
man, Raze, who on the Living After Death, who is the brother? I think it's Chet. And he just talking over the track, dropping mad knowledge. Who is that?
From Virginia? He does all. He the one who's on Razor's Ladder. He does all my interludes like that.
Yo,
yeah.
that's my. I stay listening to that.
He's speaking truth, right?
Huh?
Mm-hmm. You speak the
I
truth.
gotta put that on because they need to hear this. The world need to hear this, man.
Yeah, yo,
Hell yeah.
that Dre right is official.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
They gotta know
Yeah.
our movement is serious, not a joke, man.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Def.
Cause
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
we going in.
Heavy. And I got
Yeah,
shout out Emil from the Rockefeller, and a shout out Keith Murray, Killer Priest,
Word up. Undergods.
Tragedy Gaddafi, which is home too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
My
we
brother
talked about
Timbo
him.
King.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Shout out to my dudes William Cooper and M80. You know what I'm saying? Because they be holding shit down
Yup.
too. So
My brother
Yeah, they
M80 fucking where you at, my G?
Dude, he's at Coachella right now, dude. That dude goes to more hip-hop events than anyone I've ever known. He literally goes to every single one. No matter where it is in the country. No matter where it is in the country, because he lives in the he lives in the Midwest. But like, I hit him up. He's like, I'm in New York. He's like, I'm in.
Every event. Yo,
Every event.
Like, yo, man, when you just gonna pick up those damn mic and just rap, man?
I don't know how he has time to. It's insane that dude actually finds time to record because he goes to literally every event. It's crazy. Fucking shit is dope. Yes. All right, fams. Good looks on both of y'all coming through. Razah, thanks for coming through after the meeting. Glad that we were able to get you on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of heads were asking about your
part of the
epic
team,
return.
man. I got y'all, brothers. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir. Hey, anything you need on this side, we got you, my man. So don't even worry about that. Scripture.
Wings up, family.
Wings up, my brother, no doubt.
I'm gonna see Scripture around. We got work to do. So.
Yeah. Know what time it
Get
is.
that song to DJ Malik too, so he can get y'all on that joint.
Oh yeah, and as soon as it's done, I'll hit both of y'all with it, and I'll hit Malik or anybody else. We gotta hit with it too, man. It's easy.
That's what it is.
All right, brothers.
Oh, matter of fact, Rays, I through Facebook, man. I linked up with St. Peter too, so that's love right there.
Yeah, that's Toronto.
Yeah, yup.
That's the Toronto chapter of the ghetto government.
Yeah.
The NAU. He runs the NAU of it.
Yup. So I definitely been chopping it up back and forth with him. So that's good.
Yeah, cause you got a kick messenger, right?
Yeah. Yup.
So kick him, cause he on kick messenger too.
Okay, no doubt.
Matter of fact, you got a Instagram?
Yeah. Yup.
So make sure you use that for your promo shit too.
All right, no doubt.
All right, y'all.
I'm gonna hit you with it, Riz. I'm gonna hit you with it in a second.
Okay. And yo, Vega,
right.
you on Instagram too?
No, I'm not on Instagram, but I can make one. I've been boycotting it, Rays.
Well,
All right.
Tell me this is something I need to. Because to me, you know what it is? It's a digital strip club.
I mean, if anything, that would be a reason why I would like it. But the thing about it is, your boy. All right. Here, it's like this, Rays. You guys know how I am. You guys know how I am, right? Because you guys have talked to me. So,
to me, man.
so
digital strip club. I'm like, yo, this you be taking the chicks out, and they be like, I'm going to the bathroom. They get up and go to the fucking bathroom, taking pictures of themselves and posting shit on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Come down and sit with you, and you pay for the meal and shit. The fuck out of here with that shit.
And they getting 10,000. They getting 10,000 likes on the shit.
What the hell taking so long to go to the bathroom? You check the Instagram, see there was 5 pictures on it.
Yeah, I was having a photo shoot. Fucking no, you know what it is I boycott Facebook, Rays, and Facebook. I was about to get Instagram, and then Facebook purchased them and acquired them. So via my Facebook boycott, I had to end up boycotting Instagram. But I mean, if you guys are gonna get on there, I'll consider it.
Yeah. Just
You know what I'm saying?
Get on there, don't do nothing but follow. Look up all the go to worldstar.com and then check out the honeys. And then follow all of their shits, all of their Instagrams, and then just follow them. You gonna have a good time.
You know that's gonna be my first stop. I'm gonna take us out with some joints.
WorldStarHipHop.com. And you gonna see a line that says honeys. Click that, and then you gonna see all little videos. How they get in the music videos.
I know what
videos man when they in the showers and the bedrooms and shit. They got the record play. I'm like, get the fuck out! They got practice for this shit.
No kidding. No kidding.
Get me on the video. What kind of practice you need for that?
They have tryouts or some shit. All right, y'all. We got Scripture, Heaven Razah, GGO, PXR, Planet X Radio, Planet Resistance. I'm going to take us out with some Book of Heaven Razah. You guys want to just say peace to the people, and we'll get some joints on.
Yes, peace to the listeners that support my brothers, PX Radio, man.
No doubt.
For everybody that's tuned in the chat rooms and all that, wings up to you too, man. Appreciate y'all kind of people, man.
Word up, no doubt, man. Peace to everybody. Good look to all the listeners, man. And again,
and support my brother Scripture too when you see him moving around.
No doubt. Thank you, my brother.
That's the truth. All right, brothers, we appreciate both y'all coming through, and hopefully we could get you both back for a GGO update next time when the projects drop.
We will.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right, boys.
We're gonna walk.